What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's an extra special episode. We are at Rally Ready Driving School today, which you can see behind me. This massive facility. It is a beautiful 180-acre ranch just outside of Austin. You guys may know I've been instructing here for the better part of the last 7 years. I love rally racing. I've always been into it, interested in it, but I've never actually got to do it. So I talked with Dave. He said, you get a car and me and the team will put it together with you and build you a proper rally car. And so that's what we're here today. I bought a car that I can afford, which is this really crappy wagon right behind me here.
There's a dim light my heart used to be. Put up a good fight, but it was up to me. And all the kids say
I bought it for very little money and I don't really know a whole lot about it. So the Rally Ready boys are gonna show me what's good. They're gonna educate me on what I bought, what it's got, the good and the bad, and certainly the ugly, because it's got plenty of that. And so we're gonna kind of use this episode to go over the baseline of it, figure out what we need to do, what parts I need to buy, what stuff we need to fix, and how to make this a proper rally car. So the first thing I did was I bought some wheels and tires, because that's the only thing I do know about. And that's gonna be these pretty sweet looking Sparco wheels with some proper gravel tires. After that, I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing. So I got my boy Dusty here. He's gonna give us a good once through here with the car and show me exactly what I did wrong.
Well, you got it here. That's the first
Yeah, step one. So it doesn't run, never heard it run. It was sold to me as a running and driving car, but I've never heard it run. It's certainly got some things. So let's dive right into it. Let's start at the front here. What's under the hood? I was told it's a 2.5 swap. Is that true?
Yeah, it looks like it's a 2.5 out of like a 90s RS.
Okay.
So a single overcam motor. It's a pretty decent motor. It should do pretty well if we get it running.
Yeah, if we get it running.
I think we should be able to get it running.
If it's got compression.
Pretty quickly here, actually.
So you can see it's pretty dirty, pretty gross. I need to do some cleaning for you boys to get after it. But what are your initial thoughts? What did you see?
Initial thoughts, very, very dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to clean this thing.
Right.
But first things first, to get it running, just drain all the nasty fuel that's in there. Because when I pulled it off the trailer, I heard it sloshing in there. I was like, oh, that's probably really gross. Who knows the last time it actually ran.
Yeah,
so
a couple years old for
get
sure.
That done, change the oil, just get all the fluids gone over, and then do a little bit of electrical stuff to make sure the battery works. UV plugs, depending.
Yeah.
From what I saw so far, I think it'll fire up pretty easily with some good fuel. And
So full fluid flush, new plugs, check the wiring out. Definitely like a new air filter, intake, all the filters really. The fuel filter, oil filter, air filter, all that stuff. I saw some wiring over here that did not look stock. So I don't know, we're gonna have to investigate that. It looks like it's been traveled back into the cabin here. And then also, you can see it does have a battery relocation, which has already been done. We will assess the validity of that and how well that was done.
It's definitely there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's not the worst job I've seen, but it's definitely, I think one thing we should do is to put an FAA spec kill switch in, so that'll redo a lot of that battery wiring that kind of looks shitty.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
It looks pretty bad, but I think with not too much effort, we can make it look good and actually work properly.
Okay,
so.
cool. So as you guys can see here, it does have a roll cage. That's the reason I bought it. I didn't just buy a completely haggard wagon with no roll cage in it and think I was gonna build a rally car. This is one thing that's good. It's got a proper cage kits in it. I think it's a cage kit. Maybe it's a custom cages. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, it's got a rally spec cage. We'll check it out and make sure that it is all good to go for rally stuff, but we might just end up driving it here at the ranch and just having a blast with it and teaching people and training and just enjoying the car for what I bought it for, which is a cheap rally car. You can see the glass is busted out, and I think Derek's got a parts car for me that he's gonna share some of the stuff I need, because I obviously can't see through that. And this is like some Home Depot Lexan that's not real good, so we're gonna get that fixed up. It's got lots and lots of leaves and junk in here, which I'm gonna have to clean out for the boys to be able to actually attack this thing. I'm not gonna make them do that.
Get the bumpers out of here. I'm like, I don't want to clean this.
Yeah, no. All right, well, let's get it up in the air and let's take a look underneath and see what kind of bones we're working with here. I was told that I was sold with STI suspension. I don't know if that's true or not, and then I don't even know what's underneath it. So let's take a look. All right, we got this sucker up in the air. I'm praying that it's not too rusty. What are we looking at here?
Well, it's definitely dirty. I don't want to clean this.
Yeah, no. Dirty's okay. Rusty, not so much.
It's a little beat up. It's not actually that rusty in general. I'm from Wisconsin though, so nothing is really rusty down here. Yeah, everything looks solid chassis wise.
All right, that's good.
Tell.
This is
some miscellaneous stuff like these. Like this one got pulled on when it wasn't bolted up because the bumper beam actually goes through there.
Okay.
Like that's held through the bolts. That's easy fix.
That's gotta go.
A couple things I see initially is like we should try to get rid of. It's got a decent header on it.
Oh, does it?
Probably.
I was wondering if that was stock.
It's got an aftermarket header on it, and probably if we could do exhaust from like here back, that'd probably be really good. Make it a lot more flow a lot better.
So this is all stock.
Yeah, this is all stock back.
Okay.
Then they cut off the muffler, and it's all beat up and it's tiny.
Pretty bad. Okay, so that's on the docket, but it's aftermarket header. That's good.
Yeah. Probably need a steering rack. It looks like all your both boots are bad, and it's leaking, and I'm pretty sure the inners aren't too great. In there, so that'd be a good step to get a fresh steering rack in there, so you don't have any troubles there.
These shocks are STI?
Yep, they're JDM STI struts, so you can actually tell from the bottom here. They're inverted shocks, so the piston part of the shock actually bolts on the bottom.
Oh, nice. So that's even better than US?
Yeah, definitely. It should
Sweet.
Very, very nice for rally stuff.
I see some plastic end links. Is that?
Yeah, we're actually gonna remove this front sway bar entirely.
Oh, okay.
Because these cars actually have a tendency to understeer in the first place.
Yeah.
If you remove the factory front one, and then a lot of times we'll go with like a slightly bigger sway bar in the rear. For these cars, more than this toothpick here.
Oh, geez, that's terrible. Just to get, look at that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's not doing anything.
That
also plastic.
Helps the handling of the car a lot. Another thing, so the diff bushings here, these go bad a lot.
You can already tell
very common. What I do is actually I make lockdown plates. So it essentially plates the bolts here, and it does 3 bolts here. I've built a few of them now. I'll just do another one. They sell that as well, but it doesn't take too long to make one, so I'll probably just do that. That'll actually help you from breaking axles. Because when the diff twists a lot, you end up breaking axles, and that can be just a royal pain.
That makes sense.
Going through axles a lot.
This looks nice. It's aftermarket.
Primitive rear skid plate. That's great.
That's a bonus. The owner didn't even tell me he was selling it to me with that.
Gotta get you one for the front now.
Yeah. For sure. I don't see any major oil leaks besides the power steering you pointed out.
It seems pretty decent. I mean, a little bit of seepage, but honestly, once we degrease and power wash it and actually have it running, see if it leaks anything. Probably be good for a bit though, if it's not leaking anything.
And then you upgraded the motor mounts and trans mount on everything here at the school, so probably
what we do. At least with the class cars, we do like the Group N motor and trans mounts. So they're a little bit tougher. Handle or hold up a little bit better.
And what about the radiator?
Radiator, we should probably go with a larger one. I've seen these plastic ones break on school cars all the time. So
for sure. And then obviously the front end needs updated.
Needs a little front end updating.
Yeah, they donated me this this bumper from the old ECU Master Bucky and Kaufman car. It's seen better days, but it's certainly better than the one I have, which is not one. And then here's the stock rear bumper, and the taillight is still there. So we have rear taillights, but they're just not the best.
Honestly, once you get the panels off the parts car, this thing will actually be looking pretty good.
Oh yeah, I agree. So we're gonna definitely go take a look at Derek's parts car. I'm gonna try and nickel and dime him to death and see how many parts we can get off of it to make mine a complete car. And then we'll kind of start putting it back together, and then, you know, Dusty's gonna work his magic with all the little custom bits here and some of the fabrication stuff. Should be a proper car in no time.
Yeah, should see you driving out there pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to go rallying for a long time. I know this doesn't count as going to a proper rally. It's just one step at a time. Taking the initial steps here to build a car that I can go and you know, thrash on and not worry about. Is it a school car that there's gonna have to be students coming tomorrow and I can't crash it or mess it up in any way, you know? Like, that's always the thing, you know, we all work here, we love rally, and we all love driving, but no one wants to ruin it for the next day. And these guys got to fix all the cars that the students break. So that's partly why I wanted to get my own. Let's go ahead and get these tires and wheels mounted up, put these suckers on the car.
Sounds good.
All right. The thing that you need to know about rally wheel, or rally tires rather, is the sidewalls are incredibly stiff, and that makes them a pain in the to mount. So anytime you ask someone if they want to mount your rally tires, they're going to say no. They don't want to, but if you can find nice enough dudes, they'll do it for you or help out. Go for it. So certainly the going on process is easier than the coming off, but as you can tell, these suckers are like 14 ply. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up, but they're extremely stiff, reinforced sidewalls. You can see this extra ribbing on the sidewall, big giant rubber blocks here for the gravel part, you know, just to grab the surface that's already providing zero grip. And this is the hard part here. Let me grab a spoon and help out. You got an extra one? You got two?
Derek's the master, so.
Oh yeah? Oh, big pry bar. That's a good step.
Ready? I'm completely terrible.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stop the camera now so we can figure this out and do it, and then we're gonna do movie magic, and we'll be back and have 4 perfectly mounted tires. Yeah. Doesn't fly. Look at that. Wow. You're a pro. I've never seen a rally tire.
Lots of lube. Lots of lube. Is
Yeah,
the key.
that's always the key.
Yeah.
That's right. Nice.
Considering this car came from Wisconsin when I moved here, I don't want to.
Yeah. GoPro, stop recording. Dave showed up and he's going to tell me everything that's wrong with this.
Well, the tires are good. That's it.